Well, to bring it back a little bit in time, the
Yes.
coronavirus, as far as I understand, there's a good deal that it came to Brazil literally due to Bolsonaro himself, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was in Congress doing interviews with his inner team when we all got news that he had been in Florida at a dinner at Mar-a-Lago with Bolsonaro and this businessman, a Brazilian businessman who, by the way, has links to a certain deceased New York financier. He's in the Black Book. A man named the Garneau family. He was introduced by Bill Clinton, apparently. But we all got news that everyone that was in this dinner at Mar-a-Lago got coronavirus, and everybody that was coming back had coronavirus. And even though sort of Bolsonaro and the inner circle were denying that this was true, they didn't let me into Congress because everybody working security knew, oh yeah, no, everybody in the inner circle has it. So to a really large extent, one of the main vectors for transmission may have been from Florida to Brasilia via that caravan, because they all flew, because Brazil is kind of a fake capital. So everyone left that capital back to their respective little constituencies that weekend. And they might have really brought it to a lot of different people.
And the situation now with the coronavirus in Brazil is very serious. And the response by the government, I'd put it up there with the US, we're competing with Brazil to see who can have the worst government response to containing and the spread of the virus.
Yeah, that's about right. I think Brazil is just about to overtake the US in terms of number of cases and number of deaths. And it's really underreported here, probably more so than the US. And yeah, Bolsonaro has been sort of the loudest and most irresponsibly, obviously irresponsibly denialist about what coronavirus is. And one theory as to why this is the case is because he got it and it didn't affect him that bad. So he thought it's fine. I know from experience that it's fine. But this really obvious incompetence was what caused one of his major alliances to fall apart. Sort of the quote unquote moderate sections of the Brazilian elite that always preferred Bolsonaro to the left, but always told themselves that they weren't really fascists. A lot of them really didn't like this. And he lost two of his health ministers in less than a month. And these were both people appointed by him. They were right-wing Bolsonarista health ministers, but they just couldn't do their job under him because he was declaring so loudly that they should be doing things that they knew to be irresponsible. So that really caused a big problem for the parts of Brazilian capital that are really essential to his rule. Because in Brazil, even if you're a dictatorship, you always have to have the support of the rich. In Rio and Sao Paulo, you need this kind of almost feudal elite behind you, and that's gotten really rocky because of coronavirus.